start the game and D'Lo's, comes out and he's 3 for 3 from 3 and killing these folks, and Beasley hit, 3 threes, and we're just like running away, and it's the role guys. Fine, let them take over, let them win the game. LeBron and AD, just make sure that you do enough to keep that lead, to keep that balance, right? But if the role guys can get it done and they dominate, fine, let them dominate. So that way, LeBron and AD can kind of just coast and get that extra rest, and then there you go. Now you're ready for the Memphis game, right? Like, trust your teammates. You have the talent. You have the roster. You have guys. I mean, we have the better starting five front to back. So you need to have those guys play to that level, right? So go and do as such. And if you have to, if D'Lo and Beasley and, Rui and all these guys, if they're not really providing that and the game's starting to get a little, in front of us, that's where I think LeBron needs to, okay, let me go take over, go on an 8-0 run by himself, right? Okay, now it's a 1-point game. Let's see if I can get these guys going again. Nope, they still don't have it. All right, here's another 8-0 run. Okay, let me get these guys going again. They still don't have it. All right, here's another 6-0 run. Now the game's tied. Try to get these guys again. Okay, this time, now Reeves just hit a 3, and D'Lo hit a 3, and now, show, because you want to keep them confident. You don't want it to become the LeBron show, because that's when it's going to become a problem, right? Especially at
that happens though. He gets paranoid sometimes in pressure situations, but when you can play like how you can do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but at 29 years old, he could. At 29 years old, you could have LeBron. You could do the LeBron James show. At 38, year 20, you can't. Not the way that you used to. He can't control the game the way that he could. I mean, maybe he can, right? He's notorious for coasting through the regular season and then getting into the playoffs. But from what we've seen early on and throughout this season, LeBron doesn't control the game like he once did. He's had games, he's had moments where he has, but overall, he hasn't. Like, LeBron James was, like, you would see games where it was almost like LeBron was playing by himself out there. It was just like, dude, this guy's just controlling this. He's 5 plays ahead of everyone else. This is a masterclass. You haven't really seen as many of those games this year. Again, you've seen stretches, you've seen moments, right? Like the Utah game, you had some moments in that game where he just closed down the stretch and just controlled the game.
And how much of that is by design, though, too? You know what I mean? Like you said, to get to this point, because at 38, he has to rest his body for the playoffs in hopes that you make it there. You know what I mean? In this case, we're here. Like, so it's like, I feel like I wonder how much of that has been by design. And like, hey, tomorrow we see a completely different LeBron. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I kind of wonder. I think we will, though. I think we will.
I do. I think we get the win. Do some fun. How much do you think the Lakers win by?
Ooh. Okay. I like this. I'm gonna give us 10. We get a 10-point win.
All right. I was actually just saying. I think we win by double digits. I think it's close till late. And then the Lakers pull away. Also primarily because Minnesota might have to play all their starters like 48 minutes, like literally. I mean, at least because they have who's gonna back up Karl Anthony Towns? Like seriously, they don't have a real center to back up Karl Anthony Towns.
Hey, whoever they choose, AD is gonna eat his lunch. So
they have a couple rookies. Like they have Gazzara, and they have somebody else. I'm blanking on the other guy off the top of my head. But I mean they have other bodies there. But I don't like Karl Anthony Towns is probably gonna have to. If I'm the Lakers, I am going full force at his head every possession.
Well, he's gonna foul out.
That's my point. Get him in a foul. If you can get him in a foul, that's why I think they're going to run the dump on AD. I think they're going to put AD with Karl Anthony Towns on an island and try to get Cat foul trouble early. Also, I would love to see run a heavy dose of that pick and roll where Cat has to switch. And then tell LeBron.
Oh, you're talking about that, like that AD and D'Lo pick and roll. LeBron,
no, I mean, you can do either, but I would rather go LeBron because LeBron's got the size to get into his chest and actually draw the contact. So I would, if I'm him, I'm running a heavy dose of that LeBron AD pick and roll, and make Karl Anthony Towns that whole game. I'm saying Karl Anthony Towns is going to have to guard either Anthony Davis or LeBron James this entire game, and if he can do it, fine. I think most likely Kyle Anderson will be the spot guy. I think what will happen is the Lakers will try to shut down Cat, shut down Vando, not Vando, Anthony Edwards with Vando, and run that matchup. And I think that they're just going to let Kyle Anderson, if he hits 10 threes that game, he hits 10 threes that game. Like that, or at least that's the game plan they should run. Let him shoot the ball, shoot the lights out, and if he does, fine, cool. But if he doesn't, like I can live with that. I mean, in reality, you're probably, because most likely what is going to happen is Minnesota is probably going to draw out the Lakers. So what I would do is if that becomes a problem, then immediately I'm subbing in Rui. So because Rui did so good on Cat last time. So because what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to bring Anthony Davis out on the paint for Karl Anthony Towns. If I'm Darvin Ham, take that shot. Look, Karl Anthony Towns might be the best three-point shooting big man, but if he hits 20 threes, you live with that. Let him, if he wants to take 10 threes, you let him take 10 threes. He's not knocking down 10 threes. So you let him shoot that and you protect the paint. I would rather that than Anthony Edwards just run into the rim every game and guys just getting layup drills. It's a better percentage. Now, like I said, if Karl Anthony Towns, let's say you let him do that. Let's say Karl Anthony Towns, let's say he goes 3 of 4 from 3. Now Rui, let's go. And you put Rui on Karl Anthony Towns and you leave Kyle Anderson open and you let AD play scout. Yeah. That's how I would approach this. AD gets to play scout, let AD play scout the whole game. If Karl Anthony Towns and Kyle Anderson shoot the lights out and beat you, then so be it. But 9 times out of 10, that is not going to happen.
I was about to say, you err on that side because that's what's not going to happen. I mean, and then the off chance that it does, I mean, like you said, I agree. You live with it.
If you do, you live with it. Like I said, if it is happening, you adjust accordingly. That's why I said you would throw Rui in and you put Rui on him and you let Rui guard him and then you can keep AD in the paint. Because
Edwards is a good finisher too. So you do make a point. You don't really want to just give him lane after lane after lane. It's not gonna.
You need him. You need him. You need him guard. You need AD in the thing. So, for example, Karl Anthony Towns is shooting just under 6 threes a game. He's shooting 36.6%. Right, he's making 2.5 threes per game. Okay,
for a big man, that's not bad. Yeah.
No, I mean that's above league average. I mean, again, he's a good shooter, but if he wants to take 10 threes in the game tomorrow, let him play drop coverage, which Darvin Ham loves to run, and you let him shoot. You lock up everyone else, and you keep AD in the scout position. Again, if Karl Anthony Towns is hot, if he takes his first 3 threes and he's 3 of 3, make the adjustment. Bring Rui in, put Rui on him, and then let AD play scout. Because I would much rather Karl Anthony Towns shoot 20 threes per game and, that happens than you go and you end up just letting everyone just walk to the basket. That's my thing. So try to get him in foul trouble. try to get him, let him shoot, let Kyle Anderson shoot.
You're not worried about Rui's foot speed though. If you put him on Karl
Anthony Towns isn't fast off the dribble. You're not gonna have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. Rui was fine, and Karl Anthony Towns tried to take him off the dribble on several occasions because he thought he could just blow by him or just overpower him, and Rui was not having it. So Rui will be fine. I trust Rui will do it. But if it's me, the way I'm starting my defense, Vando is immediately on Anthony Edwards. He gave Anthony Edwards all kinds of trouble, all kinds of fit. I'm putting him on Anthony Edwards. I'm having, again, AD in the scout position. And then I'm leaving. I'm putting D'Lo on Kyle Anderson. Yes, you kind of have a mismatch there in that matchup. So be it. LeBron's going to guard Taurean Prince. And then I'd have Austin Reeves on Mike Conley. So Austin Reeves guards Mike Conley. Vando guards Anthony Edwards. You have D'Lo on Kyle Anderson, and then you have LeBron on Taurean Prince. There you go. And then AD, you just let AD play scout, and you have D'Lo in the help spot. So I don't want to see D'Lo pressing on him because again, if Kyle Anderson wants to shoot 10 threes, you let him shoot 10 threes. Now, some people might look at his stats and go, well, he's shooting 41% from three. Yes, but he's only taken 26 this year. If he wants to, if he's willing to take 20 shots, not just that, but D'Lo, because of the size mismatch, he's going to want to play in that kind of help spot. So that way Kyle Anderson can't just just bully him down. At least you have that space gap. And not just that, you have Anthony Davis as the scout. So if he sees Anderson coming, he can go and be the help defender, and you just watch the cutting man, but you adjust accordingly. That's how I would match up. That's how I would defend. Right? Let Karl Anthony Towns shoot 23s. Let Kyle Anderson shoot 23s. Lock everyone else down. Don't let Anthony Edwards go off for 60, and you're going to win this game. You're going to be good. You're going to be good. So that's sort of my thoughts there. But sort of the last little transition here, and then we'll jump into the chat for everybody because we see you, believe us. But so let's assume, again, I don't want to count our chickens too soon because